Are you excited about the new season of Winx Saga? Since the fairies left us off at a major cliffhanger last time, and since then we've all been dying for answers. Well, look no further. Abigail Cowen, the lead actress, spilled some hot tea on what we can expect from the new episodes and shared her acting journey, from little Stranger Things gigs to headlining a popular Netflix show. Sit back as we dive in. For starters, Cowen's acting path has inspired us all. Seeing her now on the big screen makes us all proud. The red-haired girl might now be mastering her magical powers in the Netflix series, but the role didn't come easily to her. If you're looking for a good example of someone who really put in the hours and experienced a steady climb to the #1 spot on the call sheet, it's Abigail Cowen. Sure, she's worked on a number of projects outside of Netflix too, but if we focus on her streamer career alone, she went from having a few lines in Stranger Things to scoring a supporting role in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, where she learned the ropes of headlining a series. Now Cowen covets her main lead role in Fate. The Winx Saga is Bloom, the central character in the Otherworld, learns her origin story, and takes on the mission to save Alfea and beyond. But hey, she wants her fans to know that getting the role wasn't easy at all, and it comes with its own challenges. Before we get to Cowen's success story, what do we know about the upcoming season? If you're a bit rusty on your Winx knowledge, we got you covered. As we all know, this series was inspired by the Nickelodeon animated series Winx Club, but it's taken some pretty creative turns on its own. In the live-action version, Cowen plays Bloom, a teenager from the First World, aka Earth, who discovers she's actually a fire fairy. So she's sent to the Otherworld, where she's enrolled at Alfea. Think of Alfea as the Hogwarts of fairies, a sort of boarding school that teaches fairies how to master their magic. Now, if you've seen season 1, we all know Cowen's character didn't have it easy at all. She was thrown into the deep end, given the task of accessing her full power to save Alfea from total destruction. Geez, that sounds like a lot to ask from a 16-year-old, right? But in doing so, Bloom changes the state of the school quite drastically and ends the season at a cliffhanger. Moving on. When talking about season 1's ending, Cowen gave a heads up. Fans were wondering what the school will look like now after the season 1 finale. Well, from what Cowen tells us, Bloom needs to own up to what she's done when classes are back in session. She also needs to own up to what she's done and figure out her place within that situation, all while dealing with the new threat of missing fairies. Yikes. As we said, she doesn't have it easy, but if you think Bloom's character arc is tough, Cowen one-ups her in real life. While recapping her journey so far, she admitted that she still hasn't found her place in the industry. That's one of the challenges of finding confidence in one's craft, right? But Cowen did credit her Stranger Things experience for giving her the confidence that she'd at least try to build her career as an actor. The actress described it as an imposter syndrome that's a big part of the acting industry. Even other artists said she was being too self-critical. Who would have guessed that so many actors were insanely insecure about their crafts? Next up, Cowen still struggles to find pride in her acting. We've seen what the 24-year-old actress can do on screen with her impressive acting in different versatile roles. It's hard to imagine that even she's insecure about her acting skills. She said she hopes to get to the point where she can say, "Wow, I'm great." But sadly, there still hasn't been a moment where she can be 100% sure she wants to do this for the rest of her life. Well, that's not too uncommon, given the ups and downs of the acting industry. For Cowen, she did have her acting itches where she recalled feeling, "I need to really pursue my dreams." This was when she was on the set of Stranger Things, with a tiny little role of a couple of lines, and she was driving back from a fitting. She remembers having an overwhelming feeling that she really needed to try acting out more, or she wouldn't die happy. So the little aspiring American actress set out to try more acting, so she could know that she had tried her best. Looking back, Stranger Things really was the big pivotal moment in her life that helped her identify her thirst for acting. Little did she know at that time there were many more big moments and achievements to come. Following up, she moved to LA to start building momentum for her dream. Revealing her steps to securing a big lead, she said the first step is always to get an agent. "I felt very fortunate because I had already had my agent out here, so I was able to kind of just get into the swing of things and get to auditioning," she confessed. This helped her have a game plan since it's hard managing your own schedule. If you're also looking to start a career in acting, take notes. Now Cowen's treated her auditioning as a full-time job, like a 9 to 5. If she wasn't auditioning, she was at home studying for the next one. In the process, she admitted she came to love auditioning, which made it fun and easier for her. This approach paid off big time as she went on to book a number of roles, all preparing her for the complex character arc in the Winx Saga. So one thing we can say for sure is that the young actress has worked her off for the role. Up next, she talked about her hacks for filming a series out of order. Cowen revealed the challenges of acting as Bloom. When making a non-franchise film, an actor is handed the full story. But with a series, actors don't know what's going to happen to their character in future seasons. They also don't always get advance notice on what's going to go down in the next episodes. On top of that, the material's not even shot in order. You can imagine how tough it must be to get in the shoes of Bloom when Cowen doesn't even know who Bloom is or might be. That sounds like a paradox, right? But thankfully, she's found a system that helps her in exploring Bloom's transition from a fairy with zero control of her powers in the first season to becoming someone who proves to be central to the future of the Otherworld in the next season. Yep, it's a big jump both for Bloom and the actress, who explained the episodes are not shot chronologically, so it's kind of a difficult thing to navigate, and I had to learn pretty quickly how to do that. So how does she overcome this challenge? Well, she creates an outline on a paper with little bullet points, so she can look at what happened before and on set, and she can be prepared for what she has to act next. Yep, the old school way. Cowen also shared that some of the cast members don't do any of that, and she's in awe of how they can just pull it off. Lastly, she also went into detail about the specific qualities she's brought to Bloom's arc in the new season. When spilling the tea on the new season, she also gave us a sneak peek at what to expect from her character. Now we know that Bloom's arc in Season 2 will be especially complex and delicate to handle, as we finally get to dig up her origin story and see how she will handle her newfound powers. Yep, it's a roller coaster ride ahead for the teen fairy. Not to mention, the new season's also going to focus more on the coming-of-age aspect that Season 1 missed out on. Looks like we're getting some more complicated love moments between Bloom and Sky as they navigate going into adulthood, and we're all here for it. So when talking about acting out Bloom in Season 2, Cowen went into more detail on the specific qualities she was especially focusing on for her character. She revealed, in this season, it's so sad. She's quite blue all the time. Well, we can guess. The fire fairy really is going through a lot. So the actress made sure to incorporate all that towards the end with a more bittersweet realization. Diving even further, the 24-year-old revealed that she wanted fans to see the big change in Season 1 Bloom and the new Bloom as being less erratic and explosive, but instead, there's a shift in her. With all the new powers and even more family secrets waiting to come out, Bloom's bound to evolve. Like it or not, folks, our favorite fairy's growing up, and we'll have to stick with her through her journey of finding herself. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you expect from Cowen's character in Winx Saga's new season? Let us know in the comments below. Do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification for similar videos. See you in the next one!